guys. There's another big box. It's got big staples. And you're going to be surprised how fast this takes. This is very heavy. Looks like I missed the tape. Oh, I got the case candy this time. So another B-stock guitar. I was watching for one, and boom, it popped up. I missed one last month, and I just kept watching, and another one popped up. So this is supposed to be, damn, that is heavy. Holy mac. I'm going to have to weigh that. I think this is the heaviest guitar I have right now. So I was, like I was saying, I was watching for one of these because I saw Beanie with a copy that looks like this. I can't remember who made his, but I remember Harley Benton making a version of it as well, the Prince Telecaster with the Strat pickups in this layout. I thought it was pretty, and it is pretty. This one is the TE-80 Deluxe Series. Now, I don't have my glasses on, but I don't know why this is a B-stock yet. The back in the light looks phenomenal. The front, a little bit of buffing compound or a buffing wheel bit there, but the front looks phenomenal. Nothing on the edges. The top, the neck pocket is nice. The fretboard looks nice. It's very satin, front and back. It's got a dark binding up the side, makes it look very cool looking. My first guitar with tortoise. The saddles are high, but the action is not that high. If I can get a little bit closer, the action is not that high, but the saddle screws are very high. Right up at the top, basically. So, I'm not sure what a symptom of that is, but as long as it works, that's okay. Now, the fret ends are pretty good. Again, down here, like I've had on the Fusion T, a little sharp. Better up there, but not a shredder of your hands. We'll find out how these tuners are. Just turning them down and up. Oh, very little play in there. No play. Oh, okay. The B string has about an eighth, and the E string has about an eighth. So the two at the end have some more play than all of the other ones. One of these has about a 16th, but 3 of them are good, and 3 of them have a little bit of play in them. And that would probably be usable. Let's check the pots, how they feel. Smooth. And again, oh, that one's not adjusted properly. It's scraping the plate a little bit. And yeah, I noticed now that they've got screws, set screws in the side of these things, so I'm not going to try to pull them off without undoing that like I did on the Fusion. So the switch feels positive like they usually do. So I don't know why this is a B stock yet, because I don't see anything anywhere that would cause it to be a B stock. Non-D'Addario strings, all the balls are silver. Hopefully it plays. And if it doesn't, we're going to make it work. Wow, that action is just about where I'd want it. The nut seems cut fairly well. And of course, I don't like those string trees. And I don't know why they even bother using them. I mean, the rollers on the Fusion are pennies more than this. It's just unbelievable. But anyway, I'll change them. It's got 1, 2, 3 ply pick guard, and also around the bridge pickup. I heard Beanie playing his version of this. I can't remember who makes it. Oh, his might be a Firefly. But yeah, I can't get that here because they won't deliver it to Canada. They won't even take an order. So I went with the German one. Where did they say this one was made? China. This one was made in China, guys. Oh, I found it. I found it. I found it. There's a small. Let me see if I can show you. There's a small right here. See if I get the light just right. There's a small little bubbling in the finish here. Right on that last word, deluxe, whatever that is, I can't read it. Right there, yeah. Small little bubbling of the satin finish. So I found it. Wow, that makes it a B stock, and I got it for less money. Woo! So I took the opportunity while I was after the B stock to get some more of these bags. These are absolutely terrific bags. I've said it before, I'll say it again. The padding in these things are enormous. I mean, this is just one side here, and it feels like it's almost an inch thick, just that side alone, because the zipper is not done. So it's 3/4 of an inch, and I mean, it is good high density foam padding in these bags. They are rigid. They don't fall down when you stand them up. They provide really good protection for the guitars. And seriously, guys, I'm a Red fan, of course. I don't know what they cost American. I think they're like maybe $16. And they cost me $21.70 Canadian a piece. This is unbelievable. It's just unbelievable because, and I'm very happy about it, because I've paid, you know, so much money for the Kahea and the ChromaCast bags that are nowhere near as heavy as these, and because they come folded in 4 in boxes from Amazon, 4 pleats, and if you tried to fold this, you couldn't. You just couldn't. So I'm very happy with these red bags. All of my treasured guitars are going in these bags. So downstairs to the bench for the TE-80 Deluxe. So this Prince guitar was set up with 4/64 right across the 17th fret. I was okay with it on the low E, 3.5, 3.5, 3.5, 3.5, 3, and we're getting down here now on the B string. Just to where I like it, just to where I like it. And now we will see. The intonation is off on a couple of strings as well, but not by much. We're buzzing out, and we're not that low. I was really curious about the buzzing, and I wanted to just check. There was even a little bit of relief in the fretboard, and now I have basically flattened it out. And the story is there are a lot of uneven frets everywhere across the fretboard. Lots of rockers. Doesn't matter where I put it, there's rockers everywhere. So it looks like this is going to need a full fret job. Rockers everywhere. Except for there. Oh, there's one. There's evidence that the tops of the frets are, you know, they probably may have been done. Maybe not. I'm not sure what a brand new fret looks like. I had the idea it was supposed to have a round, fully round top on it, but these have a little bit of a flat top on them, and they're not as grody as they have come on other guitars in the past. This guitar was likely a return because the plastic was gone on the pick guards. I noticed that that's what that is here, hanging underneath the side of the pickup. So the plastic was gone, and I noticed that there's a tiny little scratch here on the pick guard, which is what made me look at, geez, this is really shiny, and yeah, it's gone. So this had to be a return. And like I said, except for that little bit of a, you know, bubbling up here, which basically, you know, even if it was a new guitar and I received it like that, I wouldn't have sent it back. So we'll just continue on right now to the, I'll set it back and put it back to going over to the amp and seeing what she sounds like. Stand by for that part of the segment. 1, 2, 3, 3.5. 3.5/64. Well, we're going to go and see if it makes noise on the amplifier next. Now, let's see. Wow, 10.4 pounds. I measured it. I think that might be the heaviest one I've got. Let's check the tuning over here. I haven't stretched these strings. the G. They have to be 10s, they feel so coarse. Right, she's tuned. I think the strings over the nut are a little bit high, even though I got the saddles down a little bit. All right, make some noise. 65 Deluxe on the bridge. The amp is on 2. Maybe that truss rod setting is setting in a little bit better. Neck. Bridge. I did not adjust the pickups. They need adjustment. Stand by. All right, let's see what it sounds like. Bridge. Neck. I'd say for balance, I'd probably bring this down a little bit. They're both in spec. Let's go to the middle. Middle is a happy medium. This is only my second guitar with Roswell single pickups on it. I have 2 on the Harley Benton Paisley Strat. And that's the only one I have with singles. So of course they sound thinner to me because I've been doing a lot of humbuckers lately. And they sound anemic compared to the humbuckers. But in their own way, they're pretty nice. I'm not sure about this nut. The edge is very sharp here. I ran my thumb up over the top of it there, and I felt the sharpness. It's probably plastic, this one. I don't know for sure. But if it's bone, it'll have to be smoothed off, and I'll have to cut those slots a tiny bit down. And of course I'm going to replace these 10s with 9s. Well, there are 3 distinct flavors from each position of the switch. I'm thinking I might be able to get a 4th by changing this box switch. I can tell by the shaft that is a box switch, of course, it always is going to be, to a 4-way, and wire this up a little differently. It's very quiet. No hum, no noise, no buzz. Of course, we are on the standard 65 Deluxe, no effects whatsoever. Let's put a little reverb on it. Oh crap. Every time I want to turn that on, I keep hitting the delete button. Alright, I have a fixed set delay and reverb. Hey J-Man, this might be a kind of a guitar for you. You might like these Strat style pickups in the bridge here. My standard little bit of overdrive. It certainly sounds Tele-like, even with a Strat pickup in there, in that position. I have to tell you, I prefer this to the lipstick pickups because this has got some output to it, some clarity, some brightness, and those lipsticks are usually dull to my ears. They just sound dull, and that's why I never use them. But it makes noise, and it's very nice. It's very nice indeed. Apparently this is swamp ash. I say it's ash, but I'm pretty sure it's probably a swamp ash. It had to be because of the weight. It's unbelievable weight to it. I just had the thought to go and get this one out of the case. This is the first Tele I've had and the one that I built first off. And hasn't been out of the case in probably 2 years at least. And so the grain on the body of this one is still amazing also to me. It was what made me want to build it to begin with the maple on the maple, and you know, it only has one string tree here, a standard you know, American style string tree. Wilkinson easy tuners. And the sound, these have noiseless GFS pickups in it. So this doesn't have the same kind of output as that one. When I say that one, I mean this brand new Prince. Much stronger. Same with the neck. So these Roswell are a little oomphy. I'm going to have to measure them to see what they are. I meant to do it when I was on the bench behind me, and I was so eager to get on this side I forgot. So both these babies are 10.4 pounds exactly each. Who would have thought? At 5 years between them, I think. It's at least 5 years, maybe up to 6 now. I can't remember. But yeah, it now has a partner in crime for the same kind of weight. Absolutely. Well, I'd say they're a couple of pretty good lookers. Pretty good lookers. I do like no pick guards. I'm not sure what's under this pick guard, but when I get around to looking at it, I think I just might lift it off and see what's under there. I'm pretty sure I'm going to need to keep it in order to be able to mount that pickup on there, unless there's an availability to be able to put a ring, mounting ring like this one, around it and put it on the body if it's not routed on the top somehow. We shall see if it can be made different, but you know, the way it looks with that tortoise and the color of the wood, it works really good. And I guess that's why Prince liked it like that. I was not a Prince fan. Didn't care for him or his music. And I know there's going to be haters out there who will say, "Oh my God!" But he just wasn't my thing at all. But I like the guitar, so that's something. You know what I mean? Yeah, know what I mean? That's something my granddaughter says to me all the time. You know what I mean, Grampy? You know what I mean, Grampy? You know what I mean? Seems to be a young thing to say now, and I'm picking it up. Catch you later.